Hi guys, this is Byrd and I have news about Joann's Chapter 11 bankruptcy. If you're new to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe. And if you're already part of the fam, do me a favor and click like below. Remember, these are my thoughts, a bird's eye view, so y'all please don't come for me. So let's get into this Joann Fabrics bankruptcy update. Joann filed Chapter 11 bankruptcy a few months ago to address serious debt and related types of issues. This store has been around since 1943. They received a pretty hefty loan to reduce their debt. I'm hearing that the bankruptcy decree is imminent, and what this means to sewists like myself and crafters is that Joann Fabrics stores, some 800 across the country, will remain open. Let's head in and take a look around. Good to see that Joann's is hiring. I'm really happy to see that pattern sales are back, and currently Butterick and Vogue patterns are on sale. Butterick patterns are $2.99. I didn't see a lot of new patterns out, but we'll talk more about that. Vogue patterns are $6.99. Patterns are a little bit more expensive during the sale than they used to be before following Chapter 11, but this is still a really good deal. Pattern sales happen usually about once a month, so keep your eyes open for those deals and sales. $2.99 or $6.99 a pattern is still a big savings over $20 or $22 a pattern. Sometimes the patterns haven't been unboxed, so if you don't see what you want, ask one of the staff members. A lot of people commented on my last video that their local Joann store doesn't carry really great fabric. This is a section of denim fabric. It's a Lucky brand. They have a couple other designers here. I think this is pretty decent quality fabric. It's a little bit pricey, but still, fabric is expensive no matter where you go these days. I appreciate being able to touch and feel fabric and not having to strictly rely on online fabric shopping. I hear there are no plans to make major changes, close stores, or lay off staff. During the bankruptcy proceedings, Joann's CEO retired. I think he had been there for a long time. I'm not going to comment on this one way or the other, but I do hope the acting CEO and key leadership are listening to their employees and to customers. I also had a lot of people to comment about their store having a ton of fleece. There is some fleece here, but only one or two aisles of fleece. So a decent selection of fleece, but the store has lots of other fabric options from which to choose. Remember, these are my thoughts. I do not think staffing is the best in any of the Joann stores across the country. I also hear that theft is a real issue. Not an issue from employees, but an issue from folks walking into the store and walking out with fabric tucked into their bags or underneath their clothing. Look, y'all, don't come for me. I'm just telling y'all what I hear. Most stores simply just don't have enough staff to cover the store. Not enough people to handle the cutting counter, the register, let alone unbox new items that may be delivered. Unfortunately, this means that patterns and other craft and fabric items remain unopened in their storage area because of staff shortages. I like my local store and I like the employees. They are always kind and friendly. They say hello when you walk in the door. They're there to help you. They may not necessarily be sewists or crafters and may not be able to answer your specific questions, but they're there for you. And I've even had them pull out their phone and they will try to Google an answer. So I truly appreciate that. So you can see there is a fair amount of fabric. No, it may not be tidied up completely, but you can find what you need. Lots of different things to choose from knits to cotton to denim, sequin fabric, and the like. I like to make garments. Sometimes I'll make bags, but mostly I love to make garments. Everything from swimsuits to lined coats, fur coats, dresses, you name it. But a lot of people commented and asked questions about yarn. So a lot of you guys were like, all right, what about the yarn? So I'm going to walk you over to the section of the store where you can find yarn in Joann Fabrics. Now, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I have a whole lot of respect for folks that crochet and knit, but I really don't know anything about it or the quality of different types of yarn. There seems to be a fair amount of yarn here in my local Joann's. They have carts filled with yarn, end caps, and then they have several aisles of different types of yarn. And the yarn seems to be on sale as well, very similar to other items that you will find throughout the store. There definitely is a fair share of the yarn, chunky, thin, but don't get me started because I really don't know anything about yarn, but many different types, sizes, colors, again, several different aisles of it. Just look at all of the different types of yarn here. Makes me kind of want to get into knitting or crocheting, but still, I truly am a garment girl. But yeah, I would say that Joann's does a really good job when it comes to this particular creative area. I don't think my local store has been renovated or updated in many years, but overall, I still think it's a pretty decent store. There are some stores that are pretty cool. Some are very large. Some of them actually sell sewing machines. I've heard that some of them even have like a little coffee station for people that may be there shopping. So again, y'all, look at all this yarn, all types. There were also a lot of comments about coupons and sales. And I don't know that I have a whole lot really to say about this. I'm able to use coupons in such a way that it yields a savings for me. I'm also able to use my military discount, but if you're a teacher, you can use a teacher discount as well. So I think there are ways to benefit from the coupons. I rarely buy anything full price at Joann's. I just don't. Gosh, y'all, for the yarn lovers out there is plenty here. There were also some comments about home decor, fabrics, and things like that. And there is, I'm going to say, maybe 2 to 3 aisles of home decor fabric, which honestly, I've been able to use some of that fabric to make purses and bags because I like the fact that it's much more structured and it's thicker. And so I've been able to use that for other things. And of course, I only use that fabric when it is on sale. Hey friends, don't forget to subscribe and click like below. That's all for today. Happy sewing, happy crafting. Bye-bye for now.